The Catholic Bishop of Katsina Diocese, Most Reverend Isaac DUGU, has attributed the success recorded in the fight against insurgency to the power of the Holy Rosary. Bishop DUGU made the revelation recently during a Thanksgiving Mass organized by Caritas Nigeria in honor of their outgoing Executive Secretary, Reverend Father Uche Obodo-Echina.
Apart from the Rosary, which is very pivotal to the end of insecurity, I have engaged the traditional rulers because they are closer to our people and they are part of the story, and these are their sons, and so it's very important that the church cannot work alone, but the church collaborates with the traditional leaders to fight banditry and also to end this crisis. So I'm not working alone, I'm working with the traditional rulers and other stakeholders. When the priest told me to also go into the bush and to have a dialogue with those guys, and I objected because I'm convinced that this battle belongs to God and God has to lead this battle, and we all have to come behind God's direction. And being with God is majority. I know fully well that prayer works and prayer is very helpful. I need to share without being told that we need to carry our rosaries and begin to pray. And when we did that, we could see great results in my diocese now. Like I said, those guys who were faceless, now we can see them. Now they can come to meetings with us. Now they can call. We can also call them. Now we can access where they live and in their hideouts.
The Chief Shepherd of Katsina Diocese also highlighted some of the challenges that insecurity has caused the diocese and the country at large, and how the church is collaborating with traditional rulers to restore peace in the community.
The insecurity issue in my diocese has really hampered a lot of agricultural activities, and also by extension also has reduced the abundance of food in the market and in the families. It's not just in my diocese, but by that extension, therefore, it also affects the entire nation, just as we have rightly said. Now people do not have the freedom to go anywhere to farm except in very selected areas, and that also shrinks the strength and the extent with which farmers would like to farm. So, and it helps. It has an adverse effect on food shortages in the diocese. The grievances is the fact that some years back they had their leader who was called Ghana, and Ghana, during one of the advocacy sessions, was killed, and they still mourn their leader till date, and they blame the traditional rulers who were not able to explain to them why Ghana was killed. And so this is one of the grievances. One of the grievances is the fact also that they're not happy with the way they themselves are running their own dynasties, because you see now and again they see themselves fighting one another just to enthrone one another and to be more prominent than the other. So first of all, the grievances is about the traditional rulers who did not come back to them to tell them why their boss Ghana was killed.